Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sandra and today I'm going to be discussing my April favorites. This includes a more general geek out where I talk about my favorite TV series, my favorite video games, and making recipes, and an art geek out at the end of the video where I just share some new techniques that I learned and maybe a few artists. Now this month I focused more on comedies when it comes to TV series because I wanted to lighten up the mood, cheer myself up, and see life through a more positive lens. The first TV series that I binged was Norsemen. I think I finished this one in 2 days, and you have to consider the fact that I have like a busy schedule, so this was incredible for me at the moment. It's basically, I would say that it's a sitcom placed in the Viking era. You have a cast of characters, incredible personalities. You'd find these sort of people in the modern times, but they're thrown into such a barbaric setup that it makes for amazing comedy, and I had so much fun. Like, I wholeheartedly recommend it. The next one was a bit overdue, so I'm guessing most of you have seen it, but I never got the chance to actually finish The Office. I always watched the first 3 episodes and never really got the hype. I was like, okay, so it's a horrible boss, some really childish employee gags, and I don't know, except for Jim and Pam, nobody was likable and I couldn't really continue. Now this time around, I read somewhere that the first season had a completely different atmosphere than the next ones. But they decided to change the boss, Michael Scott, and make him a more endearing character. So I just figured I'd stick around and, get over the past. I think the first season has 6 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. It was such a nice surprise, and I ended up loving Michael Scott, loving the series, watching it while drawing, so it was not such an active watch as the rest of them, but it just brightened up my days, and yeah, I really like it. I'd rewatch it someday. The third and final on my list, and this series I have not completed yet, you can find it on Netflix, it's called The Midnight Gospel. They're approaching themes like death or drugs, very heavy themes in an animation. It feels a lot like a podcast. You hear a conversation about something of that magnitude, ideas are bounced around, different viewpoints, different approaches to the same issue, and I find it fascinating. So I would not recommend this as a background watch, not at all. It's not your typical light-hearted podcast, no. You should just take some time in your day if you have, I think they're 20 minutes, half an hour, and just savor it because it's awesome. It's the only non-laugh out loud content that I have enjoyed this past month for video games. Now, I can't say that I played many video games, but I did enjoy a lot of Divinity 2. If you haven't played it, what are you waiting? Oh my god, it's so cool. It's a tactical turn-based combat system. It has a huge world, it has a very fantasy feel with, amazing quests, so each side quest is just, I don't know, sometimes I laughed, sometimes I felt really sad, sometimes I was just angry or confused because it's not so black and white. I don't think I've enjoyed something this much since The Witcher, which is saying a lot. I can't recommend it enough to anybody, and I don't think that it should be played alone. So I have a party of friends with which I play, and we have different characters and different story arcs. I don't want to say more because Divinity is such a unique experience, and I urge you to go and try it out. So this next segment is going to be shorter. I just wanted to talk a bit about some baking recipes. I've started making sourdough bread since the whole quarantine thing started, and I've been absolutely loving it. Taste is great and it's really healthy. The process is longer than your normal yeasted bread, but I promise you the results are amazing and I would never go back to normal bread. You can check out Sourdough Cluj on Facebook, great quality content, and I learned so much from this. If you think you'd like to try it out, I think it's the best place to start. Now for the art geek out, I really wanted to talk about gamut masks. This is something that I never knew about, but it implies limiting your color palette. The painter Anders Zorn has developed a limited color palette. It's called the Zorn palette. It has, I think, only red, ochre, white and black, and he has results like this. For gamut masking, I recommend the Photoshop tool Colors. If you don't use it, I'm gonna link it down below. It has certain custom shapes that you can put over the color spectrum so that it can mask your other hues. And I think I'm going to be focusing on this quite a lot. I'm thinking of doing more still lifes and more color and light compositions so that I can own this technique. Now, I can't recommend this enough, and I know most of you know about this, but this dude, so James Gurney, Color and Light, focus please. I've been studying this, so I think I bought it like 4 years ago and tried to study from it, and it was completely it was dense and it was so filled with information that I just dropped it and went back to the fundamentals. But while I'm progressing in my digital art journey, I find that there are certain segments that you can approach to solve your everyday painting problems. It's a treasure, so if you don't already have it, just buy it and get a physical copy in your home. So that's about it when it comes to my art geek out. It takes such a long time to implement everything that I'm learning. It's going to be interesting for me as well to watch back and see what I learned at different stages. I hope all of you are well. Please, if you have any sort of recommendations for things to watch or to play, because I'm finishing Divinity 2, comment down below and I'll see you soon, I guess. Stay safe. Bye bye!